Hey guys, it's Maggie. I am back today, and today we're going to have a discussion, a rant, if you will. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed at being a patient, and I want to just complain a little tiny bit about healthcare. And I feel as though I'm allowed to because I worked in it for a while, and I get it from the other side. I totally get it. There are so many patients out there, and there are some not so nice patients. Yeah, and I also feel like sometimes the healthcare provider can do more. So I just feel like I need to talk to you guys about it, and sometimes how annoying this can be being a patient, about how nothing gets done. And I hope that this doesn't come off too complainy, but I also realize there's probably a number of you guys that have gone through similar situations. So if you want to use the comment section just to like vent, I'm here for that, because this is so old and I don't feel good, but I want to talk about it and put it out there. Thank you for listening. Alright, let me start by saying I don't feel super great, and I'm going to tell you more about that and how we got into this situation. Can anybody do the job? Nope. Okay. I feel like I have a lot to say. I hope this is not annoying. I'm sorry if it is. I'm going to bring you back to last Monday for me. It was Monday. I realized that I had never received a call from my pharmacy. They always call me to renew my prescription of Humira. They always call me a few days ahead of time, and I was actually due on Tuesday. I should have been paying attention more. I had the most crazy week. Zach and I had just an awful week last week, the most stressful week. So I was already like, bleh, you know, not focused on health at the moment, and I apparently needed to be revolving my entire life around it. At least that's how the healthcare profession feels about it. So I wind up calling the pharmacy, and I was super nice. They said, listen, I didn't receive a call, and I am due for Humira. Can we figure this out? And they said, oh my gosh, it looks like your refills expired, and we just need to contact your GI team and get a new refill. We will call you tomorrow if there's any issue with that, but expect it to be shipped out tomorrow, and it'll arrive on Wednesday. If you don't hear from us, you're good to go. You'll get it Wednesday. So of course I did not get a call on Tuesday, so I assumed, okay, nothing's wrong. They said if they don't call, all is well. And as you can probably guess, Humira did not arrive on Wednesday. So they just were gonna let me go on it, I guess. I don't know. I called Thursday morning early. I said to the pharmacy, hey, I called. You guys said that I should expect it on Wednesday, and if there was some issue, I would have received a call on Tuesday. Nobody called me. I need Humira. What's going on? They said, we're really sorry about that. We'll figure it out. And they said, yes, your refills did expire and your GI retired, which I knew was going to happen, but I thought it was happening a month later. I thought I had at least a month for me to handle this BS. They said, you need to make an appointment with somebody new in the office. Here's the person that your office wants you to see. Call this number and make an appointment. So of course I call that number, and the receptionist says, well, they're not taking any more patients, so you're out of luck. I'm like, okay. The pharmacy told me to call you guys to make an appointment with this person. I also just received a message on the My Chart app, if you guys are familiar. I just received a message directly from that provider to make an appointment with them. But you're telling me I can't make an appointment. Nope. We'll have to contact them and see if they'll allow you to be a new patient of theirs. I'm like, allow. So anyway, they get it figured out. They somehow allow me to become a new patient of this provider, and I am messaging the provider on the app Mind you, the app does not work very well. There was some update in the last couple of months where I can't get it to load half of the time. But anyway, I'm messaging this provider and I'm like, listen, I need the Humira renewed. I know you haven't seen me yet, but you can at least, you can look at my records. I'm in the same office. You know which doctor I saw. I need Humira. Like, it's not a drug that you just, like, stop whenever, and then restart it whenever. You have to stay on it. And I felt like I couldn't, my point was not being taken very well. And they said, well, you need blood work and I need to be able to see you. So you need blood work and then I'll refill it. And I'm like, okay. I will get blood work done as soon as possible. I do not live in the city where you are a provider. I live kind of far outside of it, and it's a huge inconvenience for me to go all the way to the city to just get blood work. I'm going to have to get it done at like a LabCorp or something. And I felt as though, and this is probably me just perceiving it wrong, I realized that I was very stressed out in the moment. I felt as though they were getting a little snarky on me. Like, I'm crazy for wanting to continue the drug that is, keeping me feeling okay. And I knew that the stress that was going on last week, I was like, this is not a week that I want to start feeling sick. Like, I want to be on this medication to be okay this week because I cannot handle both, okay? So I am going back and forth through messages. She's sending me old messages that I apparently got in the MyChart app saying, like, you need to reschedule an appointment. I got one 2 weeks prior that said you need to reschedule an appointment. I don't even think it said that like your Humira is going to stop. But anyway, I did see a notification on my phone 2 weeks ago. It popped up saying you've got a new message. I tried to log in and nothing would load. I tried a couple times, nothing would load. And you know what I did? I forgot about it because that's not my focus. And typically when a doctor's office has something important to tell you about your care, like, I don't know, you're not going to be able to take Humira anymore if you don't make an appointment soon, call me. All I need is a freaking call. I didn't get one call. It was through this app that doesn't work. So wonderful. Anyway, the provider was getting snarky through messaging about that to me. And I'm like, I guess that my entire focus should just be like, I should just spend all day on this app. Like, I should just, like, this is my only focus. Forget about work. Forget about anything else in life. I just need to focus on this. That's how I felt. And I know, guys, I'm being a brat. I get it. I just need to complain, okay? They're telling me, like, no, I'm not going to refill the Humira until you at least have blood work. And I said, I will get the blood work as soon as possible, but, like, I need the Humira. So by the time I get the blood work and the results come in and you guys receive the results and you review them and then you submit the prescription back to the pharmacy and the pharmacy is able to ship it out to me, it is going to be a week. And I will, like, I was like, I'm going to get sick. I was like, I am so afraid of getting sick. That's why I told this provider. And they said, nope, well, you need to just get the blood work done and you need to make an appointment with me. And I said, I will. But could you just fill the prescription now so I can get through the next week? They said no. So I'm freaking out. I was already upset. I had something really difficult to do that afternoon that I didn't want to do, not related to health. Yeah, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And then I get a call. I get a call from my pharmacy saying, we just received the new prescription. We'll ship it out to you today. You'll get it tomorrow. And I'm sitting there on the phone with the pharmacist who I've spoken to many times before. I really like her. And I was like, are you kidding me? And she goes, what? No, like, we'll ship it out. I said, not 10 minutes ago did this new provider tell me that they were refusing. They were refusing to do this. And I needed to get blood work done. And until that was done, they wouldn't refill it. And the pharmacist was like, well, I don't know, but we have it. So we're going to ship it out to you so you have it, okay? And I was like, okay. So anyway, long story short, I got it. And I took it 4 days late. That was enough. I realized it was not just this, along with the other stress that was happening last week, and it was too much. I can't even talk about it. It was too much, and then to be 4 days late on the Humira, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And I will take you to earlier this morning to explain to you how last night went. Okay. Didn't put my makeup on yet, clearly, but, sorry, that was super zoomed in. You're probably looking at my nose there. Okay. For reasons that I will further state in this video, I had a terrible night last night. Like, I have not had a night like that in a very long time. That was terrible. It felt like a fire was lit in my stomach and was like bubbling up my esophagus. It didn't quite feel like heartburn, like typical heartburn for me. It felt like Crohn's pain that was just like so bad. It was going through the intestines and coming up. We had dinner and I was eating it. And this has happened a few times over the last few days where I'm eating something and I'm like, that's not gonna sit well with me, so I'm gonna stop eating. I haven't eaten a whole lot. So last night I made us the Impossible Burgers and Brussels sprouts, two things that I usually do totally fine with, just for reference, because I know some people cannot handle those, but I can normally, when I'm feeling good, be totally fine with them. And I was eating it and I was like, I feel like I'm not gonna feel well after this. And I was like, but you know what? You haven't eaten a whole lot. Let's try and eat this meal. So I did. I ate it all. And that was not a good idea. Pretty soon after, I started to get pain, like a little fire starting, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And for I don't even know what reason, I kept going to sit on the toilet. And I kept being like, Zach, this makes 0 sense. But I feel like when other people are sick from food, they sit on the toilet, so I'm gonna go do that. And I did it, and didn't help any, but, you know, I did it. And it got to a point where I took pain medicine, which I can't remember the last time I took pain medicine, just to find some relief. I mean, it was really bad. It was so bad. Got up into bed, laying on my stomach actually helped it, so I did that, and it hurt pretty much all night. Then my ostomy started having super loose output, like essentially water. I was rejecting all of the food inside of me, and so I was up every now and then to empty the bag. The pain medicine made me have super weird, like, lucid dreams almost. I was like half awake, half asleep. For whatever reason, I was planning YouTube videos half in like a dream state, so probably not going to make any of the videos that I was thinking of, because weird. That was last night, and I feel like the remnants of it. My esophagus feels burned, my stomach feels burned. I took omeprazole. I'm going to do a week of omeprazole to hopefully cut the acid down a little bit, and just for the next couple days eat super bland food. That was horrible, and I really hope it doesn't happen again, because I need to freaking eat something. I'm starving, but terrified to eat, and I'm dehydrated, so now I'm drinking noon, but I'm afraid that's gonna set my stomach off, and I have blood work in an hour and a half, and I'm afraid they're gonna be like, you're dehydrated. No duh. If you had the explosion that I had last night, you'd probably be a little dehydrated too. I don't know. I can't eat anything right now, or barely anything. We got French fries today, which I can feel it burning a little bit. It's like salt on a wound is kind of how it feels. But at least I don't feel like I did last night. Last night I was in tears. That was not good. I want to continue to tell you the experience that I had. So I've made videos about my GI doctor that I had before. I really, really liked him. He was super thorough, asked a lot of questions all about the disease process, like, you know, I don't know, everything that you could think of. He would ask about my kidney surgeries and stuff like that, stuff that was unrelated. He would ask about work life and stress levels and all of that. He was super thorough and got a really good picture. And, spent more than 4 minutes with me on our appointments. This makes me mad. I'm sorry. And I knew I had the appointment yesterday, I think it was. I had the new appointment with the new person, and like after last week's Humira deal, I just knew it wasn't going to be great. And this person is not an IBD specialist. They're actually fairly new. I am aware of how to look up licensing for the medical field, and I did look it up. I think that they graduated the year before me, and I went to school for 5 years, so I was a year late. Anyway, doesn't matter. I knew the experience wasn't going to be there for my IBD case. I'm not a pain in the butt patient. I don't ask for a lot, but I realize that my anatomy is a lot different than the typical person who hasn't had a bunch of different surgeries. I'm aware of that. And then the way that the messages I got from this person, I'm probably perceiving it wrong. I realized that I was super upset at the time. I was super stressed out and frankly didn't have time to be dealing with this, but just had to because I didn't want to get sick and got sick anyway. I wasn't super encouraged, and when I got on the appointment, I don't think it lasted more than 5 minutes, and the only questions I got were, how are you? And what medications are you taking? What vitamins are you taking? And I was like, you know what? I don't even have the energy to make you be thorough. I was like, do you want to ask me about my ostomy output? Do you want to ask me about any of that stuff? Because it's water. It's straight water right now, and I'm taking loperamide. But you've got that on your list. I knew that it was just checking boxes. You know what I mean? It was let's just get this appointment done with so I can say I did it. That's how it felt to me. And truly, when they asked me how I felt, I was like, I'm fine, I'm good, because I'm the patient. It's not my job to go through the questions for you and tell you and that's just how I felt. And I also knew that if I said, not feeling that great, 4 days late on Humira, so that might have something to do with it. But I don't feel that great, and my ostomy output is this way, da, da, da. I knew that the plan of action wouldn't change. I was told it would probably take me a while to get an ileoscopy, which, frankly, they act like it's not a big deal to go and get this done. There's no associated cost to the patient. No, patients have to pay for these things. Even if their insurance covers it, there's still copays and stuff like that. They act like, well, just go get it. Just go get an ileoscopy. Just go get an endoscopy. Why haven't you done it yet? I don't know, because it takes recovery time. A whole day is shot that I currently don't have and haven't had for months, quite frankly. So I basically just just went through the appointment, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, because I want to see an IBD specialist who, wants to hear about what's going on for real. And I don't have to, do all of the work on the appointment, because holy cow. Oh God. And then I looked at the notes. I looked at they do notes after your appointment. And they tell you what they discussed with you and whatnot. And apparently they discussed all the harmful side effects of Humira with me, which they didn't at all. In fact, Zach was in the room with me. He was behind the camera. It was a telehealth appointment. I read him the whole list of what apparently we discussed on this call. And he was like, wait, I didn't hear that part. Like, yeah, no. Thankfully, I'm already aware of the side effects of Humira and all that stuff because I'm a nurse. Also, I've been on Humira for a while, but we didn't discuss that on the call. That was never brought up. I don't know, guys. Am I being too picky? I might be. I don't know. You have one GI doctor who calls you anorexic when you're actually obstructed, and I think you just get sick of it and you're not gonna take it. Anyway, and then, okay, so just to like top all of this off. Yesterday night, super terrible. Still don't feel great today. Like, I feel burning right here. Actually, all the way downward. I'm feeling weak. My output's super loose. We got French fries today, because that'll sit well. But today, I got blood work done. So let me take you to those clips. Alright, we are done. Zach also got blood work. I'm glad that you did, because that was not good. That really hurt, and it really hurt Zach too.
Not that bad. It wasn't the best.
Like, they were not super nice in there. I already don't feel good. And she was trying to blame it on me for tensing up. She said, it hurts because you're tensing up. And I'm like, I had this at countless, thousands of times. I've gotten blood work done. I can tell when somebody gets the needle in perfectly and you like barely feel it. And then I can tell when somebody gets it in a funky angle like you did. But you wouldn't blame it on me tensing up. No wonder I'm tensing up, because it hurt so much.
Yeah, she kind of pinched it and made it felt
Yeah.
weird. I haven't had it in ages, so I forgot what was normal.
That was not fun at all. I have never cried after labs. Anyway, we're heading home. Well, we're getting fries and haircut, and then we're heading home. And hopefully the French fries will calm my stomach. I was gonna ask for a bathroom in there, and I was just like, I want to go. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't care that my bag is huge right now. We're gonna go. The phlebotomist, kept saying like, you're too tense, that's why this hurts. And I'm like, no, you have the needle at a weird angle and you're pulling my vein and I can feel it and cannot help the tensing that is happening because of that. And she kept saying it to me, and I'm like, the blood's flowing, let me be tense, okay? It like, I don't, like, should I have said, hi, I've had this 1,000 times, and no, you just hit it funny, and also my husband did not feel super great after you punctured his vein too. I don't know. They were not nice in that office. The person that I walked into mumbled and complained about how many labs I had and how it was going to take them so long to go through the labs and put them in the computer, and it took them no more than 5 minutes. And I was like, I don't feel well. I feel like I'm going to fall on the floor. I want to go home. I just want to get this done with. And your one single job is to do these labs. Can you not complain in front of the patient? Like, I'm right here. I must be asking too much. And, yeah. So Zach's and my arms feel funny. It hurts all the way up here, which sometimes, you know what? It does hurt. What I have found is when I go to places like LabCorp, usually they have people who do it, you know, over and over and over again. They're really good at it, and they're like the least painful places to get it done. But this person, she must have thought that this was my first time getting blood work, and I'm like, oh, if only this was my first time. I've had this many times, and this was the most painful I've ever had it. This is the one singular time I've ever cried after getting labs, and I was crying after that. That's how much that hurt. But no, it's because I'm tensing up. No, I'm tensing up because it hurts. You're hurting me right now. This is where I'm at. Okay, I'm done complaining. This was just the experience of the last week, 2 weeks-ish. And that's not even all of it. There's supply issues with my ostomy stuff. They're charging me money that they shouldn't be charging. It's like, it's all nonsense. Nobody wants to actually do their job. They're going to say that they're doing their job, but nobody actually follows through with it. Isn't that super fun? So then me, the patient who already doesn't feel super great, has to like hunt you down and make sure things get done properly. It's not like we're paying enough money into it, right? This is where I am today. I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to share with you. So please, if you can relate to any of these situations, please feel free to vent below. And I'm sorry if you can relate. And I know that my problems here are just scratching the surface. And I know that many of you experienced way worse. I've experienced way worse in the medical field. But I just had to say it, and I know I'm not allowed to say it because I'm a nurse, but I have to say it because I'm annoyed. Why can't people, like, if you're gonna do this, just at least be nice about it. Put a smile on. Okay. Sorry, guys. I hope that you are feeling good, and I will see you in the next. Bye, guys.